Hello! So in today's video, we're going to talk about something called color theory. And colors might seem boring or really basic, but colors are actually very important, not only in art, but just around the world. Businesses, for their advertising, take color quite serious. Once you learn about color, when you see ads, you can usually kind of pinpoint and tell why they used certain colors for certain things. But for today, we're just going to talk about the basics, like primary, secondary colors, and maybe I'll throw in another type of color in there, depending on how long this video gets. All right, so the first type of color we're going to talk about is called primary colors. And my students have learned this. We go over every year. We spend a whole entire class on it. So hopefully you guys know there are 3 primary colors. I'll give you a few seconds to think about what they are. They're in my background. I mean, most of the colors are in my background right now. So 3, I'm gonna show you. We got red, blue, and this is my cat right here if you can see it. Red, blue, and yellow. Those are the 3 primary colors. Now what that means is that you can't use another color to make these primary colors, but you can make the primary colors to make another set of colors. That makes sense. We're going to talk about that in a second, okay? So blue, red, and yellow, those are your 3 primaries. So the next set of colors is called secondary colors. And secondary colors are green, orange, I guess this is orange, and then purple. So what you do to make those secondary colors is you use 2 primary colors to make 1 secondary color. Give me 1 second and I'm gonna show you. All right, so I just did this. This, by the way, is called a color wheel. You know, mine's a wheel or circle, give or take. It's called a color wheel. Whenever you see a color wheel, the colors are in this exact order every single time, and I'm gonna tell you why. So right now on this, we have all the colors, the primary and the second colors. There are actually more colors that exist. So we got 6 colors: primary, blue, red, and yellow, and then the 3 secondary colors: purple, green, and orange. Purple sometimes is also called violet. In the art world, we call it violet, but purple, they're the same thing. Okay, so the reason they're always in this order, and I always talk to my students about this, is because, hopefully this doesn't get confusing, the secondary color is always between, like right in the middle, between the 2 primary colors that make the secondary color. So let's look at green. Blue and yellow make green. It's right between the 2 primaries that make it, okay? Make sense? Let's go to purple or violet. What 2 primary colors is on either side of purple? What was that? Blue and red. So blue and red make purple or violet. It's right on both sides. And the last one is orange. What 2 make orange? Surprisingly, this one confuses my students a lot. That's okay, we're learning. The 2 primaries, out of my fingers, that make orange, yellow, and red. Always. 100%, it'll never make another color. Okay, so those are primary and secondary colors. All right, and the last set of colors, well, that might be a lie. The next set of colors we're going to talk about is called complement colors. And again, my students learn this too. Complement colors are really cool, actually, I think. I think everything is cool though. Complement colors are 2 colors that are directly across from each other on the color wheel. So let's come up to orange. What you can do, draw like an invisible line straight across. And what is orange's complement color? You go straight across from that color and it'll be the complement. Is it green? No. It's not purple. Give them the orange, go straight across, and it's blue. So what complement color means is if you mix these 2 colors, it'll actually make brown. It'll make brown, just straight up. But complement colors look very good next to each other. So like beside each other. Our eyes, it like makes us really excited. Our brain really loves it. It's very striking when you put them beside each other. Now, if you mix them, it makes brown, okay? So one pair is orange and blue. Let's come to green. Draw a line straight across. What do we think green's complement color is? Red. If you got that, good job. Red and green are another pair. Now, where do we often see red and green at? What time of season? What holiday? Christmas. You said Christmas? Good job. Sometime, for some reason, someone decided that red and green were going to be Christmas colors. Red and green look very good beside each other. Why? Because they're complement colors. They're complement colors right across from each other. So yes, if you mix red and green, it will also make brown, which seems kind of weird. You can do it if you like have color pencils or crayons or paint at home, especially paint. It works really, really well with paint. If you mix any of these complements, it'll make brown. 100%, you'll see. So red and green look very great next to each other. Someone decided that they're going to be Christmas colors. And the last pair, hopefully you can already guess, yellow and purple or violet are also complement colors. And yes, these two also make brown. So I've already said it, they look really, really good next to each other. When I'm teaching this, what I like to do is show my students like, hey, people actually do use these. Think of your favorite sports team. Any kind of team, any sport. Most likely their jerseys have some kind of complement color combination in them. I'll give you one example. The Lakers. What two colors majority are in the Lakers jerseys? Purple and yellow, or maybe gold, but that still counts. Dolphins, for football, what two complement colors? Blue and orange. I notice no one really uses red and green that much for sports, but blue and orange and yellow, purple are used a lot. And that's just because we really like it. For some reason, our brains just really, really like those complement pairs. So what we're gonna do, actually, I don't have a specific example for this like assignment, but what I would like you to do is experiment on your own using color pencils, crayons, paint, anything like that. And you're going to create your own image using at least one pair of complement colors. So you can do like a whole bunch of circles, like kind of intermingling together, and use complement colors like within each circle. You can create an image like a landscape, so outside, only using complement colors. I just want you to be able to experience like the complement colors beside each other, and also somewhere in your drawing or painting, mix the complement colors. Like mix one pair at least, so that you can see that it actually does turn brown. Because my students often don't believe me that it does make brown until they do it themselves. And this is for you to also do, to make some art. Also, what I'm gonna do, I realized off to the side, I have some paintings that I did back in college, and I use complement colors in those paintings. So I'm gonna go grab them real quick. They're a little wild, my paintings. But I also show these to my students when I'm teaching them this. So I'm gonna grab them and I'll be right back and I'm gonna show you. One is really, really bright and colorful and it's very obvious the complement colors I use. The other one's a little more subdued. So I actually do also show this to my students when we're learning. So these are two paintings that I've done. It was in college, so many years ago. And the first one I'm gonna show you is a little wild. It was a self-portrait that I did. And I used two complement colors, okay? You ready? My students, when I show my students, they're like, oh, crazy. What two complement colors, for the most part, did I use? Orange and blue. And it's showing up crazy on the camera. It is bright in real life, but this is like really, really bright. So yeah, I mean, personally, I love this combo. Like, it's just very striking. It pops out really, really well. This is the painting, like I said, self-portrait. I don't know why I chose to make that face, but I did. Okay, next painting. This one, wow, I just realized I used the same colors, but this one's a little more subdued. If you know me, and my students know me pretty well, I love giraffes. They're my favorite animal. I have a tattoo of a giraffe. My necklace is a giraffe. So again, this is blue and orangish yellow, we're gonna say. So not the best complement colors, not like my other painting, but still pretty striking. Like our eyes just naturally in our brains, we love complement colors. So I just want to show you an example real quick. And I saw it over there on the side and I might as well. So yeah, so do your color wheel. Make sure you do the right colors in the order. And then experience the complement colors and color theory. So create any kind of image. Make sure you use at least one pair of complement colors and have it like right next to each other. And then make some browns. So that's it. I will see you in my next video. I'm not sure what it's going to be about yet. But hopefully you liked this. Hopefully this one was short enough for y'all. And that's it. Bye.